Good day, Kaika. So today we will present about VMware Workstation 17 brought to you by Group 4, which consists of Razil, Dinda, and me, Abel. Okay, so first we'll talk about what is VMware Workstation 17, and we'll understand about the classification of the software, examples of each type of the software, and the functions of each software type. So VMware Workstation 17 is a desktop virtualization software that allows users to run multiple OS on a single physical machines. It creates like an isolated virtual environments to allow users to install and operate different OS alongside their host OS. So some of the key features are the ability to run multiple virtual machines simultaneously, advanced features like snapshot management, cloning, and shared folders. It also supports for a wide range of operating systems as guest OS, and its integration with vSphere for hybrid cloud management. So some of the classifications, it can be classified into three broad categories: system software, application, and development or programming. The first one, system software, are the examples are Windows, Linux, utilities such as disk cleanup, antivirus, and virtualization software such as VMware Workstation, which we're talking about. The functions are it's to manage hardware resources and system operations. It provides a platform for running applications, and it enables system maintenance and virtualization. The second one is application software with the example of Microsoft Word, VLC Media Player, Chrome, and QuickBooks. The functions is to perform user-specific tasks like document creation, browsing, and media playback. It also enhances productivity and offers entertainment tools. The third one is development software, which we use quite frequently in our daily lives, which is IDEs like Visual Studio Code, Eclipse, code editors, and compilers like GCC. The functions is to assist in writing, debugging, and testing code. It also provides tools for software development and version control.
So this is for the computer softwares, and it's programmed and instructed that to tell the computer what to do. So you cannot touch the software itself. And there's the product advantages. So the first one is highly performance virtualization. So each VM or each virtual machine can have up to 16 virtual CPUs and 64 gigabytes of RAM per machines, and enable graphic acceleration to allow people to run 3D models smoothly in the virtual machine. So from high performance virtualization, it can the output is smoother user experience to allow higher frame rates and less lag when using the VM. And the next one is offer advanced tools. So the first one is snapshots to copy a state of the VM at a certain point, preserving virtual state of system configuration and system. The second one is cloning to create a copy of a VM that has the same properties as the existing VM. And the last one is virtual networking, which is to enable connection between multiple VMs or other device across different locations. And the next advantages is it can be used in the multiple platforms. So it can be used in Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. And for the product weaknesses is a paywall. So in order to use VMware for commercial use, user has to upgrade the VMware to VMware Pro. And the next one is resources intensive. So while you're running multiple VMs, there will be a heavy workload that running on the VM itself. So I will explaining a bit about the Debian 11. So what is Debian 11? So Debian 11 is also known as the bullseye, and it is the 11th major release of the Debian GNU or Linux OS, released on the 14th of August in 2021, and it is a free and open source operating system widely known for its stability, reliability, and extensive software repository. So Debian serves as a foundation for many popular distributions, including Ubuntu. And these are the key features of the Debian itself. So from the codename, it's bullseye, is coming from the Toy Story character, and the kernel is Linux kernel 5.10, LTS for better hardware support and security. And the desktop environment is Genome 3.38 and KDE Plasma 5.20 and XFCE 4.16 and LXQT 0.16 and more. And for the package management, it's handle more than 59,000 package that manage via apt for depth file. And for the security, it's a secure bot support and armor enabled by default. For the hardware support is a work with modern device including AMD or Intel graphic and Raspberry Pi 4. And for the driverless painting and or scanning is a plug and play via IPP over USB. And for the programming tools is updated Python, Perl, GCC, Rust, and more. And for the multi-architecture support is compatible with the AMD 64, i386 and ARM 64 and others. And for the last key features is the system improvement. So it is a faster boot time with updated system and FTable as the default firewall backend. And next, after the key features are the benefit of the Debian 11. So the first one is the stability and reliability. So it is designed for production environment requiring a robust and secure OS. And the second one is security updates. So provides long-term support with regular security updates and making it is an ideal for enterprise and server use. And the next one is wide applicable. So it is suited for desktop, servers, and embedded system, catering to a broad spectrum of users. And the last of the benefit from the Debian 11 is an open source commitment. So it adheres to a Debian philosophy of promoting free and open source software. And the use case of the Debian 11, the first one is for the server. It's a stability. The stability of the Debian makes it ideal for server environment, powering web server, database, and cloud service. And the next one is for the desktop environment. It's provide user-friendly desktop for everyday computing needs. And the next one is for the development. It's a rich repository of development tools and library makes it a preferred choice for software development. And the next one is embedded system. It is Debian support for ARM architect makes it suitable for IoT and embedded system. And the last one is for the education and researchers. So it is a reliable and effective for academic institution and research environment. The last one is a why choose Debian 11. So the first one is for the stability, known as for the rigorous testing, make is one of the most stable Linux distribution. The next one is free and open source. So it is completely community driven with no proprietary or restriction. And the next one is long support cycle. So it is offer 5 years of security updates, make it suitable for long-term use. And the next one is customizability, allowing user to choose from minimal setup to full feature desktop environments. And the last one, it is a wide community support, with the large community and detailed documentation makes troubleshooting is easier.
Hi, so first and foremost, to start using VMware, we first have to download it. So we download it through this website, and we click on this VMware Workstation Pro download, and then we will be redirected to this website, Broadcom, where first off you have to make an account first in order to access the products on this website, and we will download the latest version of VMware Workstation Pro, which is 17.6.2. Now, as we can see, we're still processing this, and here is the download. In the meantime, we will be downloading the ISO we need to install using VMware, and for the OS that we used Debian 11. We'll download Debian 11 through this website over here and download the ISO we need. Alright, now it's time to install the VMware Workstation using the wizard. Now, all we have to do is accept the terms and licenses in the agreement, and set up however we want it, such as the path and these options. And then any user experience settings, that's just relevant for now. And of course, you can add shortcuts. Now, time to install. And there we have it. We have finished installing. Now, let's try and run VMware. There we have it. Now, to proceed making a new virtual machine in the VMware, we first have to follow instructions here. Create a new virtual machine, all right? And we shall redirect the path to where we previously downloaded our ISO, which is in our downloads folder. There you go. And press next. Name the machine. I'll name it Debian 11. The location of the machine is correct. The maximum. Here we can specify like the disk capacity, how large we want our disk to have, and how much we can play with when we're inside the virtual machine. And here we have multiple options as to how the space will be allocated. Next up, here we have it. Here's our machine details like the name, location, version, operating system, hard disk memory, and network adapter. You can even customize the hardware even more. But as for the purposes of this demonstration, we will continue with the default configuration set. Alright, so we press finish and we'll set the power on the machine after creating this. There you go. Oh, there you go. Now we are in the VM, and as we install the fresh ISO and not a pre-made virtual machine, we will have to configure the machine ourselves. So let's click on graphical install. All right. So here we are processing the installation of the ISO. All right, installation is finally complete. So let's continue. And the system will reboot itself. And there you go. We will click Debian for Linux. There you go. And that's the username that I registered with at the start of the process. Click that. And of course, our password, as we said before, is password. And we are in. We are in Debian 11. There you go, finally. And here, with the player, we can even go full screen. To this button. There you go. So it acts more as an actual desktop. Full screen. And we can see one of VMware's front features. It's very seamless. It's very seamless, and it gives you lots of room to work with. So you can browse Firefox. You can even boot up the terminal. There we go. You can switch to super user. As before, as previously put, our password was root. And there we go. You can see, you can list where we are, what's in our current directory. You're gonna touch a new file. There you go. And yeah, thank you very much for joining this tutorial on how to use, how to install VMware and how to install an OS through VMware through an ISO file. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
And that's all from our group. Thank you, Kaika.
Thank you.